Hi everyone! The holiday season is upon us, and we might not have a lot of time to ourselves these days, but it's still good to take a little bit of time to ourselves. So join me in this brief series of exercises to help just kind of work the body and center the mind. Set yourself up on a flat, stable surface. Rock the pelvis forward and back just a couple times. Find that neutral place. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling and curl the head and the shoulders up. And reach the arms up and down towards the hips. Keep the body curled up. Press the arms heavy through the air. Circle the arms down to the hips this time, reaching up and circling down. Lower the body down. Reach the arms up to the ceiling, down to the hips. Circle the arms back behind you as you lower the head down. Arms reverse. Body lifts up and down. Keep the body curled up this time. Keep the arms where they are. Start your hundreds. Pump those arms, breathing. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. Nice strong core. Nice relaxed face and neck. Arms are strong, strong, strong. Take those legs to tabletop. Point or flex the feet up to you. Be intentional with the movement. Straighten the legs if and when you're ready. Take the legs lower for an added challenge. Don't let the abs push up towards the ceiling, but think abs in and down and together. Almost there. Finishing up the hundreds. Keep the body lifted. Take the arms behind the head. Lower the body down. Lift the sternum up towards the ceiling. Getting a little lower in those abdominals. So less of a curl up, more of a straight up. Now we will add a curl up. Start with that same lift of the sternum, curl up from there, lengthen lower all the way down to about 10. Elbows stay open, nice and wide. Let the hands support the head. Going right into a twist. Rotate towards the right. Extend the left arm to the outside of the thigh and switch sides. As long as everything from the waist down is stable, you can take this fast. Don't let the legs move. Until now, when you bring them in. Bring one knee in, take that leg towards the ceiling. Hold on behind the thigh or the calf to take a little stretch. Bend to release. Do that a couple of times. And then we'll go into circles. 5 circles one way, followed by 5 circles the other way. Try to keep your opposite hip down. You can lift that hip of the working leg if you want to, but make sure, again, that it's intentional. Feel long on the supporting, stabling side. Feel both shoulders down, feel both shoulder blades against the floor. After your last circle, bend that knee in. Take a quick twist, crossing that leg over the midline, bending that knee. Turn your head the opposite way so that cervical spine gets into that twist and stretch as well. And then take a figure 4 stretch. Anytime you're stretching, make sure you're breathing. Well, you should always be breathing. Just don't hold your breath when you're stretching. And then release that stretch, and we'll switch sides. Grab onto that other leg, straighten and bend a few times, getting a stretch behind the knee, at the calf, at the hamstring, and then placing both arms down to help stabilize as you begin your leg circles. It should feel nice and easy and free within the hip. If not, slow down your circle, make it a little smaller. You can bend that knee if you need to. After you've done 5 one way, reverse the other. And then bend that knee in, cross that leg over the midline, twist in the body, twisting the back, turning your head the opposite way, and breathing. Coming back to your back and taking that figure 4 stretch. flexing the foot of the leg that is crossed over so that you protect the knee. And then releasing that stretch. Take both legs to tabletop, flex the feet, reach the arms long, curl the head and the shoulders up, tap one heel down to the ground, lower abs engage deeper to lift that leg back up. Do not let the pelvis rock forward and back, strengthening those lower abdominals, pelvic floor muscles a bit as well. Reach long through the fingertips. One more each side. And then together, the legs will go about halfway down and you'll lift right back up. Add the arms with the legs if you can. Arms lift as the legs lower. Arms press down strongly as the legs lift. Last one. Stay lifted. Straighten both legs away. Lift the arms halfway. Press the arms down. Bend the knees in. Change the arms if you would like. See what feels better. You can open to the side and pull in. 2 more with these legs long, back to tabletop. And then rest everything down just for a moment. Going into bridging, take the feet down, feeling the legs even to one another, tuck the pelvis, peel the spine up off the ground into a bridge, and then roll back down. Keep your head centered while you are lifted in the bridge. Once you're down, feel free to turn the head side to side, loosen up any tension. If you need to tuck and tilt the pelvis a few times before continuing with the bridging, go for it. Rotate your arms open so that your palms are towards the ceiling, but the arms are still at your sides. Just get a little opening in the shoulders and the collarbone. Press down to lift up. Stay lifted in that bridge. And then tiny lower, tiny lift. Tiny lower, tiny lift. Engage deeper each time you lift the body back to your top position, being careful not to lift so much that the ribs open up. And then rotate the palms to the ground and lower the body down. And then roll yourself all the way up to a seated position. Bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees open, relax in those hips as you take the body forward for just a brief stretch. And then lengthen that spine nice and tall. Round through the spine. Take the body forward. Stretch out flat back, lean back, arch. Round back, dive forward, flatten out, little arch and lift. Round, dive forward, flatten, and arch. Little undulation, articulation through the spine. And then stack one leg on top of the other. We'll say that it is your left leg over the right, flexing that left foot. Walk your hands forward to get a deeper stretch within the hips, just briefly here. And then you will walk your hands back when you're ready. With this left leg on top, you're going to take the left arm overhead, lean the body towards the right, taking a stretch on the left side of the body. Look up towards that hand if it's okay on the neck, and then look down towards the opposite hand. Bringing the body up, taking a twist to the left. Untwist, and then switching sides. Right leg over left, flex that right foot. Make sure those sits bones are underneath you, and then walk your hands forward to get a deeper stretch. Walk the hands back, bring the body up. Right arm over, left hand down, up and over with that torso. Flatten the torso so you can get the best stretch on that right side. Turning the head nice and easy towards the ceiling, towards that upper arm, and then rotating down towards the floor, down towards the bottom arm. And then bring the body up, take a twist to the right. Careful not to push against the knee, just using it as a little assist. And then untwist the body. Uncrossing those legs. Come on onto hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Rounding and arching. That same kind of spine articulation, undulation that we did sitting, now on all fours. Make sure your head is included in the movement. Feel the connection between the crown of your head and your tailbone. Tuck your toes under, stretch back into a downward dog. Pedal those heels if you need to. And then walk your hands forward, bring your body forward into a plank position. Rock forward and back on the feet. Keep the body flat. Think about body coming through the arms and then stretch back into down dog. As a rest, bring the body forward again 3 times or so to rock forward and back on those toes. Lifting back up to down dog to rest briefly. And then body undulating forward again. Nice and strong, one solid piece. And then from this last down dog, come all the way down onto the floor. We're going to work side plank very briefly. Come up onto the forearm and elbow of your left hand. Lift yourself up into a side plank. Take that right arm towards the ceiling. Gaze up towards that right hand. Curve that right arm under and reach tall. Curving, rounding, and reaching. Threading through. I'll learn the right word on the very last one. And then lift those hips. Take that right arm up and over, creating an arc in the body. 3 of each of those. Rest. Do a little opposite stretch. And we'll do just those 2 variations on the other side. So set yourself up on the right side of the body, right forearm and elbow, elbow under shoulder, lifting up onto that right leg, flat body. Once you have that stability, take that left arm towards the ceiling. Take your focus up for a moment if you can, and then thread that left arm through and come back flat 3 times. And then lift the hips, left arm up and over and back to that start position. Don't let the hips go too low. And then all the way down, taking a little opposite stretch. From here, you're going to come back onto hands and knees and make sure you have space behind you to extend your leg and in front of you to extend an arm. Find that stable center, extend your left leg long behind without lifting the hip, and then take that right arm long in front. Curve the body, bend elbow to knee 3 times. And then place everything down, recenter if you need to, and switching sides, right leg, left arm, 3 times to bend elbow to knee and round the torso. And then everything down, round the spine if it feels good, arch. And then we'll repeat that each pair. Left leg, right arm, round, lift the core, bend elbow to knee 3 times. Place everything down, recenter, and switch sides. Right leg, left arm. Long, flat back of the body, except when you're rounded. Last one, and then sit back in a child's pose. Let the knees be wide, let the feet be close together, opening up the back. And then flip yourself around. Take a moment longer there if you need to, but otherwise come on back to your backs. Going into our abdominal series, single leg stretch, one knee in, other leg long, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Keep the body curled up. Can you curl up 2 centimeters more? Both legs out, both legs in. Arms are your choice. Nothing changes in the torso. Arms and legs are moving. Bring both legs in, hold on to the back of one calf, lower the other leg, and switch, and switch, and switch. 3 more sets. Pull and a push with the hands and the leg. Keep the legs together. Lower both legs about halfway, 3/4 of the way. And then lift. Elbows wide, hands behind the head. Can the legs go lower? Keep the hands behind the head, crisscross, rotate one way, extend the leg, opposite leg long. Armpit to knee, keep those elbows open and wide. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest everything down. Nice work, guys. Turn onto the left side of your body. Oops, no, I lied. Oh, man. Come to a down dog. Take a stretch. Walk your hands towards your feet. Bend the knees. We'll do side leg another time. Round the body slowly, all the way up. Keep this strong, centered, grounded feeling with you as you continue on with the rest of your day. And I'll see you next time. Nice work.